Hello, hello, hello. Happy Friday, y'all. So we just came from outside. We were going to take a walk, but boy, was it so windy and cold, so we came back in. I just wanted to do a full testimonial. I wanted to do outside where it was nice and sunny, but it was also nice and windy. But I wanted to... baby's looking at me. Look. See, we were gonna go for a walk, and he's in the stroller, and it's just too cold and windy, so we're back in. So I'm just gonna walk him around the house as I talk about my CBD oil, right? Hempworks 500, how I got into it, and really my testimony, our family testimony, from me, but my family testimony. So basically, I saw a friend post about CBD oil, and I've always been curious. You know, there was so much publicity, you know, so much media about CBD oil and all of the benefits. And for me specifically, I work from home, so the kids have access to me 24/7, right? My desk is right here. It's really messy, but right there, okay. And that's our inventory of our lashes, and got some gun stuff, and yeah, we do a lot. We're homepreneurs. We do a lot of stuff from home, right? Anything possible to stay home with these guys. But so the kids have 24/7 access to me because I sit right there, and it's just so frustrating. You know, anytime I try to get on the phone call, you know, it would be, daddy, 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 you know, I want this, I want that, give me this, I'm hungry, right? So I was just getting really frustrated. And also, you know, I have a bit of anxiety as well, you know, I just feel very, very anxious for certain things, you know, any kind of event that I have to attend or go to, or meetings, I always get sweaty palms, and so yeah, I get anxious really easily. So I heard about CBD oil and all the benefits that it has, and so I decided to try it. I bought my first bottle of CBD oil. It was like this, the 500, and I tried it, right? 5 drops in the morning and 5 at night, and really the very, very next day, or actually let me take that back. They within the hour that I took my drops, I felt something different, right? I could truly feel a sense of calmness come through. And then all day, you know, I felt really calm, very, very grounded. And so that night, so you take 5 drops to start out, you take 5 drops in the day, and then 15 minutes before bed. And I didn't get it for this, but I also struggle with falling asleep and staying asleep. So I didn't think that was gonna help me, or you know, I just didn't think anything of it. But when I took it that night, after about half an hour, I felt so tired and sleepy. You know, I just couldn't stay awake, and I fell asleep. I fell asleep that night and woke up 8 hours later. I mean, I slept almost 8 hours, 7 hours, 7.5, 7:45, 7 hours 45 minutes. And I was so amazed. I was like, wow, the last time that I fell asleep and slept all the way through without waking up was years ago, like over 3 years ago. It's so rare for me to be able to do that, to fall asleep and stay asleep. And so I was like, wow, I love this stuff, right? And it's been doing that for me ever since. I sleep like a baby, you know, I don't wake up multiple times a night, and my stress, being able to deal with stress and the bit of anxiety and the frustration with the kids, with CBD oil is 100 times better without it, right, for me. And that's my story. And so going on to my wife's story, it's also pretty amazing. So being pregnant with this one here, with Kingston, he's now 5 months old. Huh, baby, you're 5 months old? Huh? He's 5 months old. But going through the pregnancy, when she was pregnant, I mean, she had like probably the worst pregnancy out of all the kids, because she had crazy sciatica pain, nerve pains, right? She was going through therapy 5 days a week. 3 days a week she was going to a chiropractor, and 2 days a week she was going to physical therapy because of the pain, right? And it was so bad that she could not even get out of bed. She would be bedridden most of the morning, right? And you know, I would get up early and get the kids ready for school, make their lunches, you know, get them all tucked, you know, get everything ready, school lunches and all that, and get them to school. And we thought about giving her the CBD oil, but at that time there was no zero THC CBD oil, right? There was just a regular kind. And so I figured, since she's pregnant, we didn't want to mess with that, right? The THC stuff. And so fast forward a few weeks later, when the company announced that, you know, this company here, HempWorks, announced that they were coming out with a zero THC line. So I pre-ordered, and as soon as I got it, I gave it to her, right? We gave her just 2 drops of the 500, 2 drops of zero THC. And going from her being bedridden because she could not walk because of all the pain that she was having due to the pregnancy, to the very next day she woke up and she said, I don't think I feel any pain. Is this real? I mean, what's going on? She was up early, right? She got the kids ready for bed, ready for school, and I got to sleep in. I was like, wow, this is great. You need to take more. And so that night she took it, and the very next day, same thing. So for the next, you know, couple weeks, she was up early, you know, doing house stuff and taking care of the kids. I was like, wow, this is amazing, right? Fast forward a couple months after. Okay, so let me back up real quick. So prior to that, we had a Europe trip coming, right? And we were spending 2 weeks in Europe, and we were going to go through the southern coast of Italy and southern France. And we were thinking that how can we go with her being in so much pain? She's gonna have to be wheelchaired everywhere, right? And so that trip was kind of up in the air. But after the CBD oil, and after her being able to do pretty much whatever she wanted to do, the pain was, you know, virtually gone. It was still there. She still felt it. When the CBD oil wore off, she felt the pain. But when she was on it, you know, everything was gravy, right? Everything was perfect. So we took the trip. You know, we actually did a lot more than just that trip. Before the Europe trip, we did Canada, we did California, and after the Europe trip, we did Chicago and Miami, you know, with our older kids. So that's her story. And one more, I have one more to go. Her mom, right, my mother-in-law. So I gave her the CBD oil. She has arthritis, by the way. So she has severe arthritis, which she has to take a lot of medication for. I heard that CBD oil can help with that, so I gave her some, and she took it, and she didn't like the way it tasted, and she said that she felt a little bit of heart palpitation, and so she said, no, I don't want it, right? And so, okay, she didn't take it. But when my wife had her baby shower for this one here, Kingston, her mom ran out of her prescription for her arthritis, and her doctor was out of town. And so her pain became so severe that she could not get out of bed. You know, she couldn't even move. It was so painful. And my wife had a baby shower, but my mother-in-law could not make it because she was in so much pain. And so we told her, you know, why don't you give CBD oil another try? And so she did. She had no medication, and you know, she really had nothing else that she could use. So she gave it a try. She took less than she did the first time because of the heart palpitation that she said she experienced. So she took a little less. Instead of taking 5 drops, she took 2 drops. And the 2 drops, the very next day, she was able to function. She said, wow, I still feel the pain, but it's like 80% better. So she was able to get out of bed. She was able to, get up and wash dishes, and she loves gardening, so she was able to go out to her garden again. So the very next day, she was able to walk again and do and function. Is functionable, but 2 days later, she was able to go back out to her garden, right? So those are stories on the CBD oil. Hemp works here, and the reason why I decided to jump in and to be able to share this awesome oil that's done so much for our family to everybody. If you haven't tried CBD oil, or if you have any kind of like condition, research it. Do your own due diligence. All you have to do is go to Google and type in CBD oil, and whatever condition you have, arthritis, lupus, MS, chronic pain, PTSD, anxiety, you name it. There are testimonies and articles written about how CBD can help with that particular condition, right? And just real quick, I'm not a doctor, right? I don't claim to know all there is about this stuff, but just from my experience and from the people that I've shared the oil with, is that and doing a lot of research myself on the oil itself, is that what CBD does when it comes into the body is that it signals your body to repair itself. So in a nutshell, and this is not the exact science, but in a nutshell, when you take CBD oil and your body receives a CBD oil signal, it signals all of the systems in your body to repair itself, right? So whether it's something related with your nervous system or your endocrine system or your cardiovascular system, well, they're all systems within the body. When you take specific pharmaceutical drugs, it only targets a specific part of whatever you're trying to, alleviate, right? To get relief from. But CBD does so much more. It signals all of the systems in your body to repair itself. And so that's why you see so many conditions being helped. So many people are getting all types of conditions being relieved by CBD oil, because that's what it does. It tells your body to repair itself. So it's not just targeting one area of whatever the condition is, by what which is what pharmaceutical drugs does. So yeah, research it for yourself and you will see. Testimonies after testimonies, like myself, and also research that's coming out every day about the benefits of CBD oil. And so I think I'm talking you to sleep, and I definitely have talked him to sleep. He's sleeping. Oh, he opened his eye. Hi, baby. Okay. I'll keep pushing. And yeah, if you want more information, if you want a sample, we have free CBD samples that's available and can be shipped to your door. You'll get a 10-day supply of CBD oil plus 3 packets of the lotion and ointments. There's a lotion and an ointment for topical application. Let's say you're getting a sore knee or something, you can apply it directly to your sore knee and take the CBD oil, and it works together like really, really good. And so yeah, all you have to do is pay shipping and handling, which is about $11.95 for shipping and handling. And the packet's free. And let me see, I think I have a packet here. I should have a packet here. Yeah, I do have a packet here to show you. Here it is. Okay, you get this packet here, and inside it has 2 vials of the 500 milligram CBD oil, and that'll last you 10 days, 10-day supply. And then you get 3 packets of the ointments and lotions that you can try for, like itch relief. It helps with that eczema. And then also with joint pains and aches and pains. And then there's a face cream as well that you can use to, help with wrinkles or whatnot. But yeah, so if you want to try that, or you have any questions, comment below, and I will get with you. Okay, sorry it took so long, 15 minutes. 15 minutes of your life has gone. Happy Friday. Thank you for watching.